posting all along updates of our progress on Facebook, but we're at a point now where we're kind of halfway through our project. We're going to give an update of where we started and how we got to where we're at, and kind of give a thumbnail sketch of what we've done to our house. This is the house we bought in last summer, summer of 2010. It was a bank foreclosure. We knew we were going to have to do some work on it, but when we turned the water on, we found there were some broken pipes. There were several places throughout the house that the bank hadn't winterized the house correctly, and the water got in the pipes, and it froze, and they broke. When we turned the water on, the water went everywhere. So the first thing we had to do was tear out sheetrock and try to find the places that pipes were broken and fix them. Well, one of the things that we knew that we were going to do was have to fix a problem in the roof. There was a hole right there in the roof. A squirrel had chewed through the shingles, and it had allowed the water to come in. And not only did it damage the sheetrock, it filled the house up with mold. There you can see mold growing on the wall, and the bank had just closed up the house in the wintertime, turned on the furnace, and let that mold go throughout the whole house. We also had places where the roof leaked. We found out with the first rain we had some water coming in, so we had to take temporary measures to catch the water so it didn't ruin any more. And we had, like I said, we had mold through the house, and in order to get rid of the mold, we filled that dumpster, a 30-yard dumpster. We filled with sheetrock and carpet and suspended ceiling and lots of other stuff. There's a lot of tear out just to get rid of the mold. We did get the roof replaced. They tore off the old wood shingles and put on asphalt shingles. And one of the items that Brenda wanted to address right away was to make the opening between the kitchen and the living room bigger. She said it really needed to be more open. She wanted to have an open concept floor plan. So she looked at this wall and says, "That's got to go." So there's the kitchen the way it used to be laid out. It had an 8-foot ceiling, soffits around the outside edge, and Brenda said it just wasn't laid out the way that she wanted. She wanted to be able to cook in, and she said we're going to change it totally. So starting with the wall, we ripped off the sheetrock and found plumbing and electrical that had to be moved. And once we rerouted all of those, we braced up the wall temporarily and put in a bigger header, cut it out, and made a bigger opening there. Here's a picture of the kitchen is being torn up. This area off to the right had a vaulted ceiling. There was a little eating area and large windows, and we had to take these windows out because Brenda wanted the countertop to go there. And this wall was one that she wanted to break through and put a refrigerator and a pantry, take the space out of the porch to the outside. So we started tearing the ceiling out of the kitchen, and Brenda did a lot of that work to break the sheetrock out and the insulation. It was a very messy job. Then we removed all of the ceiling joists and took those out, and when we replaced them, we put them back at 9 feet. Here's a picture of the windows that used to be, and we shortened the windows up so we can put a countertop there. This is the finished view of the refrigerator and pantry to the left. We'll have a door to the pantry, and space in behind the refrigerator there to keep food items. We made the ceiling one level at 9 feet for the kitchen, and there's a picture of the opening between the kitchen and the living room, and the hardwood floors. Got the hardwood floors installed. Kitchen cabinets just came. Still in the process of getting those in. We've got them unfinished, so we're going to stain some of them and paint some of them. The countertops, we're going to build the countertops ourselves as well. So a lot of work left to do on the kitchen. Another thing that Brenda looked at was there's this wall that you can see in the living room for the basement stairs, and it didn't go all the way over. It was just kind of a really interesting design. The stairs went down, the landing went across 14 feet, and then went back down to the basement, and there was this big open area there. Brenda says, well, that could be living room. That could be the extra space for the living room floor. So we decided we were going to tear it out. So Michael and Jacob came, and for my birthday, we started tearing out the walls, tearing out the stairs, got all the sheetrock off, all the supports off, tore down the landing, shortened it up, and rearranged the stairs and extended the floor to the living room. So we got about an extra 5 by 10 area of floor space for our living room. And of course put hardwoods down over that, and we'll have a railing around those stairs. Another design element that Brenda wanted to change was the fireplace. She loved the rock. We'll do a different mantle, but she loved the stone. But the way it was designed up here, this dead space off to the left and this kind of angled wall off to the right, she just it didn't quite look right. She fought about what to do about it. So we took this wall and we cut a hole into it so that it's open to the hallway up above, and we framed a wall down below so that the closet has access from over behind rather than straight out into the room. And we filled it put sheetrock on it to kind of balance that side of the room a little bit better. On the left-hand side, the dead area up above, we framed it out and covered that with sheetrock so that the wall where the fireplace is across the front, across where the living room is all one level. There's not a lot of angles anymore. And in this area to the left, we're going to put the entertainment center. The master bedroom was another issue. It had soffits all around the outside edge, and Brenda said she'd like to have a flat ceiling and a coffered ceiling. And then the windows, the window on the left that you can see, the door opened. When you open the door, the window was behind the door, and the window on the right was over in the corner of the room, and just not a very good design. So Brenda said, well, we need to change that. So we tore that wall completely out and took the windows out and put in just a double window in the middle of the room. Makes it a lot more inviting to be in that room. Well, that's it so far. Brenda scraping ceiling texture, working on that, and me doing plumbing. Seems like most of our spare time is doing something on our house, and we still have a long ways to go. But we wanted to show you guys, or show everybody, where we started, where we've been, and where we are now. So we'll have more updates as we get more work done.